Hey guys, so welcome back to 100 Line Lost Fits Academy 2. Let's carry on where we left off. The good news is, we got to kiss Hirako again. Oh yeah, Takumi, you sly dog. The bad news is he was a sly dog and was the killer all along. And the price of getting romantically involved with Hirako is certain death. But now that we know who's behind these attacks, what exactly is going to change if we ignore Hirako's request to meet with us in the cafeteria and spend time with Nozomi instead? Will we get an instant game over? Will Hirako's jealousy win out to the point she doesn't care whether Takumi lives or dies anymore? There's only one way to find out. We're at 74 endings right now. Only 26 to go. Let's get him. Nozomi! Come on. Let's shoot the breeze this evening. And hope that I don't slit your throat with my dagger. Right now, I want to keep talking to Nozomi. Sorry, Hirako. I'll go to the cafeteria after I'm done here. Okay, I'll tell you. I don't think you'll believe me. But that's fine. Will you hear me out? Of course. Oh, but maybe we should go somewhere else? Yeah, you're right. Everybody's asleep. Why don't we take a walk outside, leave them undefended, you know? Sounds good to me. We need to be quiet so we don't wake them up. Alright. This could be the last thing you ever do. A million words ran through my head as I made my way up the stairs with Nozomi. What? We're going upstairs? How do I even broach the topic of Karuwa Kashimiya? Would she believe me if I told her that the two of them were the same person? I hope the sky's clear tonight. Do you think they could see us from the satellite if we waved? No, Nozomi. We're not the Great Wall of China, okay? Even that can't be seen from the moon. Nozomi was walking beside me and smiling innocently while I was agonizing. There's no sense in trying to dress up what I want to say, even if she won't believe me. I should just lay it all out. I just made up my mind when... Hey, did you hear something just now? Huh? Is someone here? I quickly looked around, but the midnight hall was pitch black and silent. Sorry, I must be imagining things. Let's hurry. Yes. I had a bad feeling about all this, so I tried to speed up, but the very next moment... What? Oh no! It's Yugamu! Eek! Nozomi, run! This way! Here we go again. Do I just let him catch me? What happens if that happens? It's not like we're gonna get killed, right? It's okay. It's fine. We'll just run for our lives. Wasn't this a bad idea? Why didn't we just stay in the freaking gym? Who cares if we woke everyone up? That'd be a good thing if the killer came to intervene. He's right behind us. On our 6. Oh god, he's getting faster. Normally we outrun him. Yes, you can still see us. We haven't deviated. It's a straight line. Which way are we going? It's no good. At this rate, they're going to catch us both. Yeah! Nozomi, let's split up. I'll try to lead the killer away. Oh no. You know what happens when this happens? Takumi, you can't do that. We don't have time to argue. Just go. Alright, but be careful. Okay. Stay alive, Nozomi. I don't know what Takumi's going to do when he finds out you're dead. Early on. Ugh. You stupid prankster. Yugamu, why does this have to happen? Good grief. Okay. I'd managed to stay one step ahead so far. But now the killer had me cornered. It couldn't get any worse than this. There's nowhere left to run. I'll have to make my stand here. Let's kick him in the face. Preparing to attack, I reached for my infuser, but... My vision blurred as my body went flying down the stairs. Ugh. Ouch. Oof. The impact caused my head to slam against the wall, and I started to black out. I'm fading fast. Gotta keep my eyes open. There he is. I managed to refocus my vision, just in time to see the power soul coming down at me. This feels familiar. I wasn't sure why, but despite my many encounters with the killer, I hadn't been killed yet, so I'm sure things will work out this time. Somehow, what if Yugamu accidentally kills us and that's the end? Nope, we're dead. Ugh! What changed? Was it not enough? He's seen my despairing face before, so he's got to see my dead face now? I tried, but I failed. What on earth? Well, it's not the end. I guess someone found my body. Was it Yugamu, maybe? How long had it been since then? I'd lost all sense of the passage of time. Why do I look like I'm in the morgue? I still couldn't believe that the boy laid out in front of me was dead.
Why? Why you too, Takumi?
Oh, we're in Nozomi's POV? No matter how much I questioned him, he didn't answer.
He's really dead.
What? Oh god. This is the first time this has happened. We'd separated while we were running from the killer late last night. I went looking for Takumi later. Well, this is your fault for saying we should relocate from the gym to have a conversation. But when I found him on the landing of the staircase, he was unrecognizable.
Takumi. No. No!
I like how he had the same thought as probably the audience would have if this is the second, like, route that they take. Like, oh, yeah, we're gonna be fine, you know? We know the person in the suit's not gonna kill us. Pfft, never mind. We just got slaughtered.
No!
I never should have invited him out. If I hadn't, he might still be alive. It's like such an enticing choice as well. Like, oh, you want to go to Hirako for answers, or do you want to just have a conversation with Nozomi? Sure, she's like the love interest, but still. I feel like most people's appetite was whet by, like, Hirako inviting us to have a conversation to talk about, like, the truth about things, you know?
I'm sorry. Takumi. I'm so sorry.
What's Hirako gonna think about all this? She suspected Takumi. Now she's gonna be like, Uh-oh. I cried nonstop over his cold, dead body. My tears had dried by the time the others came looking for us. But when night fell again, so did my tears. Exhausted from crying, I eventually fell asleep. Okay. Well, this is different if nothing else. We're not in control of Takumi anymore. How are we gonna handle Vishnis? Or Dalsha? Huh? Must have fallen asleep. When I woke up, I discovered myself curled up in bed, still wearing my clothes. My eyes were swollen and sore from crying all day yesterday. If I keep crying like this, everyone's going to worry about me. I need to pull myself together. I'll wash my face and then go to the cafeteria. I need to talk about what happened. Nice to see that Nozomi kind of has the same thought process that Takumi does in the morning. I'm going to go first thing to the cafeteria. Sometimes he'll wash his face. When I arrived at the cafeteria, everyone was already there eating breakfast. Oh my god, Shoma, Kako, Ima, still alive? Can I check chapter select? Yeah, they were alive all the way back here. They kind of just like started falling like flies in rapid succession after day 75.
Huh.
Oh, Lady Nozomi, are you feeling better? Yeah, I'm fine now. Thanks for asking, Kyoshika. Are you interested in sampling my dear sister's special du jour? It'll perk you right up. It's an energy-boosting parfait made of liver, fermented soybeans, grated yams, and topped with chocolate-covered bananas. Fresh out of the kitchen. I appreciate the thought, but I'll just have something light this morning. You know, something that won't kill me. I got some fruit and yogurt and sat at the table with everybody.
Yeah!
Can we talk about the killer yet? I want to hear about it so bad that I woke up this morning absolutely miserable. Darumi, really? No, it's fine. I came planning to talk about it. If you feel like you're ready, Nozomi. Fuck you, Yugamu. I can't believe I fell to the likes of you. Actually, It seems you weren't the only ones who saw the killer that night.
Uh,
Really? Who else saw them?
Mistress Hiriko and Shoma, apparently. No fair, I want to see the killer too!
I thought Hiriko might be blamed for this because she was already at the cafeteria, which means she was missing in action from the gym. I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and normally that's where I die, on the shitter, but when I stepped out into the hall, I heard someone running. It was dark, so I couldn't really see, but they were wearing all black and holding a power saw. Yes, and after that, Sir Shoma came to get the rest of us. I was off on my own at the time. I saw the killer in the hall by the cafeteria. I went after them, but they lost me. And while I was looking, I heard you scream, Nozomi.
Everyone came running to where you were, but Takumi, he was already...
Don't remind me. I tried to explain in as much detail as possible what happened to us that night. Since we got separated, I wasn't sure what Takumi's final moments were like. I had no idea where the killer ran off to either. Hey, nobody even saw where the killer went? That's the most important part! There's nothing we can do. We didn't even find any clues. Takumi's cause of death was blood loss due to his wounds from the power saw. Is that correct, Yugamu? Oh, yeah. I believe the murder weapon is exactly what everyone reported they saw. Get it? Saw? Are we going to die too? How do we fight against this killer?
The killer is human, but inhuman. No matter how many times I kill them, they won't stay dead. None of it makes any sense.
Oh dear, now she's got free reign to talk about the book.
What the heck, man? You're freaking me out. Just a little quote from somebody somewhere.
Anyway, it's dangerous for us to be alone. We should probably travel in groups from now on. Well, that didn't save Takumi, did it? Yeah, I think that'd be for the best. Let's make sure we're keeping a close eye on each other at all times. Hiriko's disappointed in herself. We swore we would stick together to avoid further casualties, but the reality that awaited us was all too cruel. What? Were we fast-forwarding? The killer took their time attacking us, almost as if they were mocking us. Interesting. Okay. Those of us still alive huddled together, overwhelmed by despair. Hiriko died early. And soon we reached day 98 in a cold, empty world, so I don't have to explain how Dalsha came to the school and how we had to fight off Veshnas. Okay. Well, that's a time skip. What time is it now? Who the hell's alive? Shoma, Nozomi, Kyoshika, and Tsubasa. Right. I looked at a nearby clock to see it was already past 1 in the morning. Yugamu died? What's that all about? What's happening? Another sleepless night? Haven't been getting any real sleep lately. When I think about the killer appearing out of nowhere, and then my friends getting murdered one by one, I feel like I'm losing my mind. The only ones left now are Tsubasa, Shoma, Kyoshika, and me.
Please, someone help us.
What is it? My heart did a somersault when my doorbell suddenly rang. Who could be here this late at night? Opening the door might be dangerous. I mulled over whether I should go to the door or not when... Hey, Nozomi, are you awake? Do you mind letting me in? That voice? Tsubasa? I slowly and warily opened the door. Standing there was... Tsubasa, alone and anxious looking. What's the matter? Did something happen? Sorry, I know it's late. It's just... I'm scared to be alone. Can I sleep with you? What do I do? Do I let her in? We'd all been keeping to ourselves lately. The series of murders had us beginning to suspect even our friends. But I didn't get the sense that Tsubasa was acting suspiciously, and I was so lonely that I just wanted to be around someone for a change. Yeah, of course. I couldn't sleep either, but you're sleeping in the bathroom and you're locking the door, okay? Yay, thank you. I'll be coming in then. Oh, I brought some snacks. Want to share? This is just like a sleepover. Let's chat until we get tired. You didn't spike the snacks, did you, so you can kill me in my sleep? We spread the snacks across the bed and started to talk about random things. Our favorite candy stores in the TRC, our horoscopes, our favorite TV shows, places we want to visit. We were so engrossed in our conversation, I was able to forget my constant stress and anxiety for a while. When was the last time I laughed like this? Before I knew it, it had gotten quite late. Wow, look at the time. Should we get some sleep soon? Yeah, since you're here. I feel like I might finally be able to get some decent sleep. Me too. I've been so scared every night because of the killer. Let's do this again tomorrow. I matched Tsubasa's innocent grin and nodded in agreement. I'll make the bed, so you can use the bathroom for... What was that sound? What was that sound? Someone picking the lock to our door? Wasn't that you? No, I didn't do anything. What? Suddenly we heard the sound of someone rattling the doorknob. Someone's here? Maybe one of the others got too scared to sleep too. That doesn't mean they can just rattle the doorknob, ring the doorbell. Let's wait and see. It's locked, so we should be fine. Oh, that's a Kiyoshika, who had her door busted down. We huddled together, holding our breath and silently staring at the door. Are they gone? After a brief silence, we held our hands to our hearts, relieved the eerie sound was gone. That just means someone else is gonna die. Maybe we should check just in case. It could have been some kind of emergency. Tsubasa approached the door, but just then... Oh shit! I hear the power saw. Are they trying to break the door down? It's the killer. They're coming for us. There's only one way to escape. The window. Tsubasa, this way! We need to run! Right. We escaped through the window and ran straight for the inside of the school. We need to hide somewhere, quick! Barely avoiding tripping over our own feet, we frantically rushed down the stairs, just as we were looking for a place to hide. Yeah? They're determined! Eek! Suddenly they were behind us, the killer power saw at the ready. No, this can't be happening. Nozomi, run! As long as you're coming with me. Who the hell is it now? What's happening? It can't be Takumi, right? He didn't rise from the dead because the gi's not actually in his mind. It's like a shadow file, an image of sorts of the gi, and it corrupted him. Oh boy. Relentlessly pursued by the killer, we fled into the metal shop. Let's hide in here. It's only day 98. We hid in the darkness, stifled our breath, and curled up into little balls. Please don't puke right now. I could feel Tsubasa's body trembling. My heart felt like it was about to burst. Shit! We jumped at the sound of footsteps coming down the hall. Well, it's not Shoma. Please. Please, just go past us. I prayed desperately as I clung to Tsubasa. I held my breath, hoping we wouldn't make any noise that would give us away. Just then... Oh god! Jesus Christ! Yeah! No, they found us! The killer spotted us and stood with their power saw at the ready. No, stay back! We quickly tried to put some distance between us, but there was nowhere left to run. I need to keep Tsubasa safe. I was just about to stand up to protect her when... I'll hold them off. Run, Nozomi! Tsubasa? Tsubasa suddenly grabbed a hammer from the workbench and lunged at the figure in the black suit. Huh? The killer hesitated for a moment, then easily dodged her attack. Tsubasa, get back! I'll help! There's no way I'm going to leave her here alone. I need to fight with her. In a panic, I grabbed something that seemed like it could work as a weapon, then faced the killer. But before I could even get ready to strike... No, Tsubasa! Good God. My vision was instantly soaked in red. Okay, but this is a fresh kill. She's not drained of hemoanima. The revival magic will surely work now, right? The scene in front of me left me unable to speak. Tsubasa collapsed, slashed by the power saw. Blood gushed out of her as I watched helplessly. She's still alive even! With a horrible gurgle, a large quantity of blood spewed from Tsubasa's mouth. Is that it? You met your quota for the day? Huh? For some reason, the killer lowered their power saw, and left without sparing me so much as a glance. But that can't be right, because... You know, Kako and Ima died at the same time, so... What was that about? Why didn't he just kill one of the twins? What's happening? Shouldn't they come for me next? More importantly...
Tsubasa, hold on! I'll get you to the revival-matic right away!
There we go. I hurried to lift up her body, but...
Me... Stay... alive.
I mean, we've sliced Takumi in half. People have blown up from the bomb that was within their body, so chunks of their corpse flew everywhere, and they could still be revived, so I don't understand. I mean, I guess it just has to be this way for story purposes. They could at least just say the revival-matic was broken, but then I guess you got your battles, so you can't rule that out.
Tsubasa! Tsubasa!
But then just have them retreat at that time, you know what I mean? Oh, now Tsubasa's deceased. The life drained out of Tsubasa's face, and I felt her body slowly go limp. I managed to carry her blood-soaked body to the revival-matic, but it was too late. There was no bringing her back. Time passed, and night fell on day 98. I explained to the others how Tsubasa had been killed right after it happened.
Ugh.
Ugh, disgusting. The atmosphere was somber, all of us struggling to find the words to say. But it was possible the killer might show up even as we sat here in silence. I lifted my head with resolve. I want us to just assume the killer isn't one of us for a minute. Because we need to discuss the things we still don't understand about them. Right. Why does the killer methodically kill one person at a time, even if there are others present? With the exception of Ima and Kako. Yeah, that's what happened with me and Tsubasa. Ima and Kako are the only exceptions. Okay, thank God they at least acknowledged it. I was scared they were just gonna wave it off. The killer could have easily killed me, but they only went after Tsubasa. Narumi once said that the killer enjoys the thrill. Well, maybe they're doing it for fun. Is it possible they're an invader? There's no comprehending their logic. If they were, I think the school's defense system would have set off the alarm. And even if they managed to get past it somehow, wouldn't an invader be more inclined to kill us all off at once? I doubt the killer is an invader, but that just brings us right back to our first question. Who's doing this? We're the only three left. We can't exactly split up to go looking for clues. That reminds me. I picked this up in the hallway earlier. Is that the organic life detection device? Tsubasa must have dropped it when we were running from the killer. I see. I suppose this makes it a memento now. The number it showed used to be so large. Feeling tearful. I took it from Kyoshika and flipped the switch, but then... 4? 5? Excuse you? The number on the display was 5. Does this mean... I can't remember exactly when it happened, but when did we catch the invader that was sneaking into the fridge to eat? Surely that was after the choice where we spoke with Hirako in the cafeteria, right? It's so hard to recall. What does it mean, 5? It counts the killer in hiding, so it should be the survivors plus 1, right? There's 3 of us and 1 killer, which means... Anything but 4 doesn't make sense. Since when has there been another person here? Was it Dal Shah? Is he just, like, lost? Maybe it's broken. Or maybe someone came back to life? Perchance. Let's go see. Oh shit. Is Takumi's body missing from the morgue? We immediately headed for the morgue and counted the bodies of everyone stored there. But no matter how many times we recounted, it was clear no one had come back. We even ran a test on the organic life detection device and made sure it wasn't broken. But then... What could be happening here? Time marched on, indifferent to our growing confusion. Scary? Is this the one where Kako is like the killer? Where did she get sent off to? The intruder alert began blaring just as the sun was rising on day 99. There was no telling how long the three of us would be able to hold out, but I hadn't forgotten Tsubasa's last words.
Me stay alive.
I'll do my best. Even if I end up as the only one left, I have to fight until the very end. I balled my hand into a tight fist and stepped into the war room. Here they go. How on earth is this gonna work? If there's a battle, I'm doing it. If there's a battle, I'm playing. It's time for the final battle. We're not even in our class armor. It's ridiculous that a walking dumpster fire like me survived this long, but I'll fight as best I can until the bitter end. I've long since made up my mind as well. Let's go, Holy Chomonchi Sword. I have not a shred of regret in this life of mine. Wait, before we do this, there's something I have to show you. I pulled out something I'd prepared beforehand. This is the MacGuffin that's going to allow us to kill Veshnes with only 3 of us. What's that? What I just said. It's a bioweapon for fighting commanders. Tsubasa and I worked on it together, in the time skip. Tsubasa had approached me for help before Takumi was killed. I think maybe it all started when Yugamu told us about the commander's DNA cells. The chaos caused by the killer delayed our progress, but we got our trump card ready in time for the final showdown. We should be able to do some serious damage to Veshnes with this. We can't waste it. Lady Nozomi, we owe you and Lady Tsubasa. We shall graciously accept your kindness. Let's go. Time to show these invaders what we're made of. Here we go. Since Nozomi's the protag, let's watch her transformation in all its full-screen glory. And see the 3 of us in a split screen. Here we go. Oh, man. We don't even scream. Quite the trio to be the final survivors, I gotta say. Jump! Alright, Veshnes, you're going down with our bioweapon of doom. I like how it's just the one side, too. Like, Veshnes's army somehow just slowed down. Annihilate all enemies. Okay. Let's have some fun with this.
Onward.
Please let me handle this.
There we go.
My allergies.
Oh man, why'd you have to trick me like that? Now Shova's gonna be stunned for a turn because I thought we'd move on to our next wave. Cheeky. Oh great, and she's stunned too.
Whenever you're ready.
Nozomi, we need your help.
Hiya!
Okay, better. Wave 1 complete. Where's that woman?
That's...
Don't think I'll grant you an easy death.
Didn't expect that.
Your power and the power of the Second Coming are mine. I shall devour all.
Damn. No real conversation happening because Takumi's already dead. We didn't even get a description of her march toward the school. Looking menacing. Deadly.
This is my true power!
Okay. Well. That went well. She could have honestly soloed Vishnu.
All more bullheaded than I could have imagined. Know your place, wicked invaders.
I mean, behind Takumi and Hideko, Kyoshika's probably the most powerful. I mean, I haven't really gotten to use Eito a lot. I imagine he's kind of strong, but I mean, Kyoshika gets the boost of getting extra damage on lone enemies. Plus, she's just naturally got high damaging attacks. I love Kyoshka. There we go.
How pathetic. Coming back to life after getting killed again and again.
What are you talking about? None of us died, and even if we did, I can't even trust the revival-matic to even work.
But so be it. It would be a disappointment if you died too easily.
Alright, well this is all the same
I
dialogue
will
as the
send you
other
to
time.
hell again and again until I've had my fill.
Now detransformed, Vashnes looked entirely at ease, seemingly enjoying toying with us. She was fully convinced the invaders would win. Her guard is down. Now's our chance to turn the tables.
Let me savor the sight of your faces as they become contorted in despair.
Not on my watch!
Yeah! Dumbass!
What's that sound?
It's not a power saw. I activated the device, expelling a massive quantity of poison that rained down on Vashnes's body.
What is this? I cannot move!
Why'd you detransform, you dumb bitch?
It worked! The poison worked!
You invader scum! What have you done to me?
Lady Nozomi! Now is the time to finish her! No need, Kyoshka. With that much poison in her system, she's...
You dare kill the great...
Your toxic nature seems like it's finally caught up to you, Vashnes. A lot of gurgles in this episode. Tsubasa, Vashnes, who's next? Okay, Kyoshka, definitely deserving of that S rank. Felt good to scratch that battle itch. We did it! We beat the invaders! I'm still having trouble believing it! I was surprised Vashnes went down in such a disappointing manner. I mean, how did we struggle on all those other timelines? But all that's left is to go to the artificial satellite tomorrow and everything will finally be over, right? You think the killer's gonna let that happen? Yeah. We saved all of the people up there. That being said, we couldn't truly celebrate. Between the deaths of our friends and knowing the killer was still hiding somewhere, we had a lot of complex emotions weighing us down. Even still, we just have to get through one more day. According to what Takumi told us, on day 100, tomorrow, there'll be a final assault launched from the school. We need to stay alive for the sake of humanity. We need to get away from the killer. Okay. Godspeed, three of you, as long as Kyoshka lives. Finally, we made it to the morning of day 100. Okay. Soaking up the light from the sun high up in the blue skies, I quietly looked out across the school grounds. We needed to get down to the schoolyard as soon as possible, to check on the escape pod if nothing else. Takumi said the missiles would be launched on day 100, but things seem the same as ever. No sign of any missiles. Oh wait, everybody over there! I pointed to the top of the school building. They didn't even announce it! What's going on? There were several huge missile turrets jutting out of the roof.
Are those turrets? Are the missiles charged with undying flames going to come out of those?
Yeah. When the school shifts into attack mode and fires the missiles, all of the invaders will be killed.
They look so sinister. By the way, where's that escape pod he mentioned? It was just then that an announcement rang out all around us.
An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily. Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system.
There we go.
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
Oh, look, there!
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds.
You just gotta survive 390 seconds.
Board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily. Please depart immediately after boarding the escape pod.
At least those pesky metal-eating bacteria didn't appear.
An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
Okay, everyone in. It's just like Sir Takumi said. There really is a way for us to escape. If we get on that thing, we'll be saved. Suddenly, the faces of all the friends we lost flashed through my mind. Sorry for leaving you behind. We'll take all of your hopes and dreams with us. Okay, let's leave this planet and head for the artificial satellite. Onward! We carry the hopes and dreams of humanity with us. The very second we started walking toward the escape pod.
Why? Who are you? What is this?
The killer was suddenly right in front of us, their power saw roaring. You're kidding. Right now? Your time has come, villainous killer. I will punish you for your crimes. Well, at least we know it's none of us three. Wait, they're headed for the escape pod. Please, no. They're going to escape. Unconcerned with us, the killer began to hack and saw at the escape pod, tearing it apart. What? We must stop them. No, Kyoshka, if you get too close, you'll be killed. But the escape pod... It's gone, Burgers. It's already too late. The pod can't launch like that. At this rate, when the missiles launch, we'll... No. Are we destined to die here like the others? We have no way to stop the missiles, and the killer will probably get us first anyway. In that case... Everybody, over here! Lady Nozomi? Run, quickly! What's the plan now? We're gonna drive the bus? The school bus? Don't tell me we're gonna use this to escape. If it's between this or being murdered, I'll take my chances. Alright, let's get as far away as possible. I am Kiyoshika Magadori, the swordswoman who never says die. I'll struggle until my last breath. The decision made, we boarded the bus. I sat in the driver's seat, started the engine, and firmly gripped the steering wheel. Okay. I slammed on the gas and we cut through the schoolyard at a ferocious speed.
I'm taking us through the wall of fire!
Oh god.
Verily, if we cross the wall, the killer won't be able to follow us.
Eek! Nozomi! They're right in front of us!
Run him over!
Hold on tight, you two.
Without hesitating, I floored it. There was a violent impact and the killer went flying. The school bus kept moving through the schoolyard at a breakneck speed.
Did we get them?
Yes! There's no way the killer came away from that unscathed.
Oh no!
Wait, what's that sound?
It's a horror movie for real! This is definitely a slasher route. Suddenly, there was a dull sound from the roof of the bus. The next moment... Huh? Why don't you talk?
They punched through the roof?
Yoshi, you're supposed to scream! The killer was mere feet away, in the back of the bus, power saw in hand. What do I do? The wall of fire is right in front of us. If I hit the brakes now, we'll get caught in the missile launch. But if I don't stop, the killer will get us instead. What should I do? Oh, a choice? Okay. Go through the wall of fire, or stop and confront the killer. We're dead either way. I need answers. What now? Stand and fight? Run into the wall. We get Nozomi's face here for the decision. Stand and fight. This is it. Our final stand. We need to unmask the killer. I have to stop the killer. I immediately slammed the fire extinguisher button and stood up from my seat.
Yeah!
I tackled the killer with all my might. Oh god.
Lady Nozomi! Run, please!
Damn!
No! Nozomi!
I mean, even if we go through the wall of fire, the missiles will get us. The two of us were flung off the bus and into the schoolyard, our bodies still entangled. Similar to when we dove out the window. A sharp pain ran through as we hit the ground. Still, I managed to muster the strength to get up. I saw the school bus on the horizon, passing through the wall of fire. Thank goodness. Kyoshika and Shoma managed to get out safely for now. Now if they can just find somewhere to take refuge, far away from here, in less than 390 seconds. Did the killer faint? Maybe they hit their head when they were thrown from the bus. They were laid out flat on the ground. Their power saw had fallen out of their hand and landed somewhere far off.
This is the person who killed everyone.
Who is it? I fearfully stretched out my hands and placed them on the murderer's helmet. Who are you? Why did you do this to us? Desperately trying to stop my hands from shaking, I slowly pulled off the strange headgear.
No way!
Who is it? Oh! As soon as I tried to speak, I felt a violent, piercing pain jolt through my side. Damn it! A shard of glass from the window? I've been stabbed? My side burned like it was on fire. I felt the blood trickling out of me. Where's the head? Why is it blacked out like some sort of Black Op document? As my vision began to dim, I locked eyes with the killer as he stared down at me. It's a he.
Why?
I pathetically croaked out the question, but all I got in return was silence. He didn't say a word, simply looking down at me with a look I've never seen on anyone's face before. Why? 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 I couldn't form the words to ask the question any longer. Suddenly, I stopped feeling pain. I stopped feeling anything. I was starting to fade. Please, let Kyoshka and Shoma survive somehow. I felt my tears spill down my cheeks as my consciousness faded into a deep, endless darkness.
Who is it? You're kidding me!
69. Hell yeah. Slasher root. It was you. Who? Stop asking stupid questions. Well, I sure as shit hope we get some answers in this particular branch, where we drive through the wall of fire. Damn it. Well, at least we know it's a guy. So, what's that all about then? Who was it? Someone she obviously recognizes. Run into the wall! That'll teach him. I was incinerated, and we're gonna play that somber music. Like the other times Takumi ran into the wall of fire. I can't stop here, which means I'm just going to have to take a chance. I pressed down harder on the gas. The engine growled as the bus sped up. The bus raced ahead, barreling towards the wall of fire. There was a concrete barrier in the way, but I didn't let up on the gas.
Nozomi! What are you doing?
Get down and hold on tight, guys!
Buckle up! I pressed the pedal down as far as it would go. The concrete barrier came closer and closer until...
We're going to hit it!
Yep. That's the plan. The bus slammed head-on into the barrier, violently rocking the vehicle and bringing us to a sudden stop. The momentum was enough to launch the killer forward, and then... The killer flew through the windshield and was thrown toward the undying flames. Now we'll never know. With the horrible cries of agony, the killer burned to death in the flames, without us ever knowing who they really were. Cool. I was gonna say, is that the end? After abandoning the now destroyed bus, we wandered around outside the wall of fire. We had no destination. We were just trying to get somewhere far away. I wonder how much longer until the missiles launch. I have no clue. It could be in a minute. Could be in an hour. What I do know is that if we give up now, we don't stand a chance.
Truly, it's game over if we resign ourselves now.
That's right. Maybe there's some kind of bomb shelter or something around.
Let's go. Even if the missiles launch in 1 minute, moving is better than doing nothing.
Is it? What if we just accept our fate, Shoma?
Yeah, we're together until the end, guys!
We took 5 steps forward and then we got obliterated. Well, we just kept on walking forward. There was no telling what would happen, but even so, there was nowhere to return to, so I never looked back. Damn, really? Really, man? You gotta do this to me? What the heck? That's like an even greater mystery, because Takumi's dead, so who's the new killer? We don't know. We just recognize the face, I guess. Slasher root, the 3 of us. Okay, well, I gotta say, I'm really glad I met with Hideko that night. This alternate side of things, I'm not sure. Probably would have been better off if we just died, and then that was it. Like, we didn't continue. I mean, it was cool. I guess it was different that we got, like, a different perspective on things with Nozomi, but we just, like, time skipped over everyone dying, and then we got to the end, and then we have a chance to confront this new killer, and then we don't even find out who they are. I mean, Nozomi finds out who they are, but that's it. Like, really, man? Oh, I don't know. I'm glad. Like I said, I'm glad we went through this particular part first. Okay, now it's time to go back to when we dove out the window. Right? This time we're gonna dodge the attack. What happens when we don't split our skull open? Do we just die here and then we continue with Nozomi's perspective once more? Let's find out. Take action! I was a bit overzealous jumping out of the window. Let's see what happens if we dodge the attack this time. Maybe we'll get a kumbaya sequence and live happily ever after. We have to dodge this attack first.
Nozomi, stand back!
Takumi!
I steeled myself and braced to face the killer. Going up against a power saw barehanded meant the odds were against me. But I still had to try. I punched the killer in the face with a tightly clenched fist. That's not dodging the attack! The killer recoiled for a moment, but quickly recovered and swung the power saw at me. Watch out, Takumi! I evaded the attack at the very last minute. The power saw struck the wall, the momentum making a deep cut in it. Stay down! I immediately struck back. With the power saw in the way, my punches couldn't land properly. Damn it! After some tussling against the killer, I found myself backed against the window. I refused to go back without a fight, or refused to go without a fight, and decided to try a final suicide attack. I faced the killer, fully prepared to die with my next move. However... Killer took advantage of that brief moment of hesitation to kick me violently in the stomach. I was forced to my knees by the intense pain, holding my stomach. Takumi! Stay back, Nozomi! I tried to get to my feet and stop Nozomi from coming closer. But the killer was faster, swinging the power saw in my direction before I could do anything.
No!
Is this the end? Whoa!
What?
The final impact never came. I glanced at the killer and saw that they had stopped just short of slicing off my head. Yugamu?
You... Why?
I wanted to ask why they had stopped, but just then...
Get away from Takumi!
Nozomi! Nozomi slipped around behind the killer's back without either of us noticing. The next moment, she kicked the killer with all of her might. The killer went crashing through the window and tumbled outside. The power saw spun through the rainy night air and slowly fell. Soon after... Oh god. Reminds me of Dead Rising when Adam the Clown gets chains... I don't know if you guys would ever know that reference. I say that like all of you watching this game has played Dead Rising. We heard the dull and eerie sound of it striking something soft and tearing right through it. That'll teach you. We immediately ran to where the killer had fallen, where a shocking sight awaited us. Yeah. They ain't gonna be in 100 line 3. The squashed and motionless body of the killer lay mired in a pool of their own gushing blood. The power saw was deeply embedded in their upper body.
The engine stopped. Probably because it went right through the body and got stuck in the ground.
Oh.
Is the killer dead?
That's a big saw, then.
I don't know, but... by the looks of it...
I cautiously reached out for the killer's helmet and pulled it off. It was a familiar face that greeted us beneath the mask.
Yugamu?
Gamu, you fucking prankster. He was already dead, but his eyes were wide open. Having lost this much blood, it was unlikely we'd be able to bring him back.
Yugamu? But why?
Well, that's gonna change things, for sure. In this timeline,
Why did he kill Moko?
as Nozomi broke down next to me, I kept on staring at Yugamu's remains in astonishment. Shock and confusion had paralyzed my mind. I could only register my body becoming heavier and heavier as my clothes soaked up the falling rain. The others had woken up from the commotion and arrived at the scene, only to be confronted by the grisly sight of Moko and Yugamu's dead bodies. No one knew what to think. I barely managed to explain what had happened. We split up to carry the bodies to the morgue, and decided to call it a day there and then. Oh, my head hurts. I woke up with a sluggish body and a pounding headache. I'd gone to sleep cold all over from being soaked in the rain, and it hadn't done me any good. Don't want to do anything today. The only images in my mind were of the murdered Moko and the killer's true identity. My mind was faring worse than my body.
I just don't want to think.
I can relate to that. I pulled the blanket over my head and completely shut down, praying hard that everything would turn out to be a bad dream. Spent the whole day curled up in bed. That was how the curtain fell on my 43rd day at Last Defense Academy, and the start of something new.